Good afternoon. This is Carl. This is Carl's Talking Sports. Today I'm going to talk about Nick Saban and the Alabama Crimson Tide. I remember where I was in 1983 when Bear Bryant passed away. I never thought there was a chance that there would be a better head coach in college football than Bear Bryant. I thought he was the best coach of all time, and a part of me still feels that way. And I never thought anybody could do the Alabama head coaching job in college football better than he has done it. Than he did, I should say. Okay. Now, when it comes to Nick Saban, until Nick Saban got this job, the goal of every Alabama head coach after Bear Bryant was to be the second best head coach in Alabama history. Nick Saban, believe it or not, has gone beyond that. Take a look at what he's done off the field. The Alabama football stadium has been expanded at least twice, and it is as large now as it's ever been. The out-of-state enrollment at Alabama is as high as it's ever been, and the graduation rates are as high as they've ever been. That's important. If you don't go to class at Alabama, you don't play football. Now let's get to on the field. When Nick Saban was at LSU, they won 2 conference championships and 1 national championship. Since he's been at Alabama the last 14 years, they've won 6 national championships and 7 Southeastern Conference championships. They have dominated college football like no other team ever has. And they've done it in the toughest conference in the country. A few differences between how it is now and when Bear Bryant was head coach. In the 1960s, we didn't have integration back then. Black players played in one at their own schools, and white players, of course, played at their own schools. Ever since the 70s, we've had integration. The Southeastern Conference was a very good conference back in Bear Bryant's time, but it's not what it was. It's not what it was now. Now it's clearly the best conference in college football, and it's harder to dominate college football now than it's ever been before. And Alabama's dominated the game since 2008 like no other team ever has. And I mean, let's face it, that's been 14 years. It's tough to dominate a sport like college football for 14 years the way they have. A little note, in the last 180 games they played, Alabama's record is 163-17. That's unbelievable. It's hard to even imagine something like that. So I think Nick Saban has become either the best coach of all time or the second best coach of all time. And as time goes on, more people don't remember Bear Bryant, and more people will remember Nick Saban simply because of the eras. Bear Bryant hasn't been on this earth for 38 years, and Nick Saban's in his prime, which is hard to believe when you're 70 years old. So that's what I had to say about Alabama. I don't think their run is over. I think they're going to be as good this year as good as ever. And I think the run has some time to go. I don't think Nick Saban has any thoughts about retiring. So I hope that was interesting to everybody, and I will be back soon. Thank you for listening. Have a great day. Bye.